Picture this. You walk into your local grocery store and something feels different. Some shelves are half empty. Prices are higher. A few everyday foods you normally grab without thinking are suddenly hard to find. It sounds like a disaster movie. But disruptions to food supplies have happened before. Weather events, transportation problems, sudden spikes in demand. So the real question isn't whether you should panic. It's simpler than that. If grocery availability got difficult tomorrow, would your kitchen be ready? You don't need a bunker. You just need a pantry built around foods you already eat. Affordable, versatile, and able to last when stored properly. Before 2027 arrives, here are 11 worth considering. Grocery prices have risen in recent years, and supply chains have wobbled more than once. Sometimes the cause is obvious: a poor harvest, a shipping delay. Other times, several problems hit at once. Modern grocery stores depend on a surprisingly complex system, and when one part slows down, the effects eventually reach the shelves. You can't predict exactly what will happen before 2027, but you can control your own pantry. And most of what makes it resilient is already sitting in the grocery aisle today. Section 1. Rice and dried beans. Rice and beans have fed households for generations. White rice, kept cool and dry, can last for years, and dried beans add protein, carbs, and fiber for very little cost. Eaten together, they give your body a more complete protein than either provides alone. The one catch: dried beans need time and water to cook, so keeping some canned beans on hand too gives you a faster backup. Section 2. Canned vegetables and fruits. Fresh produce doesn't stay fresh forever. Canned tomatoes, corn, green beans, and peaches can sit safely in a cool pantry for a couple of years or more, and they turn into real meals fast. Pasta sauce, soups, casseroles. Preparedness isn't just about calories. It's about keeping enough variety that your meals still feel normal. Section 3. Honey sealed and kept dry. Honey is one of the most stable foods you can own. It can last for an exceptionally long time. It may crystallize over the years, but gentle warming often brings it back to liquid form. Beyond sweetness, honey has long been valued for its natural preservation qualities. Section 4. Salt seems too ordinary to matter, but that's exactly its strength. It seasons, preserves, and enables techniques like curing and pickling. Kept dry, it's remarkably stable. And you don't need much. A few containers, rotated occasionally, will last a household a long time. Section 5. Peanut butter. Peanut butter delivers calories, fat, and protein with zero cooking required. Spread it, mix it into oatmeal, or eat it straight from the jar. For families with kids, it's also comforting and familiar, which matters when things feel uncertain. An unopened jar typically holds its quality for a year or two, so rotate it into regular use rather than letting it sit untouched. Section 6. Powdered milk. Fresh milk spoils in days. Powdered milk, sealed and stored in a cool, dark place, can last for years. It reconstitutes for drinking or works directly in baking and cooking, a practical source of calcium and protein when fresh dairy isn't an option. Section 7. Cooking oil tree. Cooking without oil, and you'll quickly see why it belongs on this list. It's essential for frying, baking, and countless everyday recipes, and it's a concentrated source of calories. Unopened, most oils hold up well for 1 to 2 years. Heat and light are what shorten that window, so store it away from both. Section 8. Pasta is cheap, light, and endlessly flexible. Add tomatoes, beans, vegetables, or canned fish, and one box becomes a dozen different meals. Kept dry and sealed, it can sit in a pantry for years with minimal fuss. Section 9. Coffee and tea. These won't replace real food, but preparedness isn't only physical, it's psychological too.
Always
a
check
warm
the
cup on a
expiration
stressful
date.
morning provides a small sense of
Responsible
normalcy
storage
that's easy
begins
to
with
underestimate.
awareness.
Sealed and kept dry, both stay usable for a long time, even as flavor gradually fades. Section 10. Multivitamins. When fresh produce becomes harder to get, dietary variety shrinks fast. A multivitamin won't replace real food, but it can help cover nutritional gaps during those stretches. Follow the expiration date rather than assuming it stays effective forever. Think of it as backup, not a foundation. Section 11. Freeze-dried meals. Freeze-drying removes most of the water from food while preserving its structure and flavor. Add hot water years later, and you often get something that still resembles an actual meal. Some products carry storage claims of 25 years or more, though this varies by packaging and brand. They cost more than canned goods or pasta, so think of them as one option within a broader strategy, not the foundation of it. None of these 11 foods require a bunker or a survivalist mindset. Together, they give you something valuable, options. If prices rise, you already have food at home. If a product disappears from shelves, you're not caught off guard. Preparedness isn't about predicting disaster. It's about reducing your dependence on everything going perfectly. You can't control what happens outside your home, but you can control how ready your pantry is when it does. If you found this documentary useful, subscribe for more practical, evidence-based content on preparedness and everyday resilience.